Learn English through story. The turning point. In the bustling city of Viridonia, where skyscrapers reached for the heavens and the streets buzzed with ceaseless activity, lived a man named Ethan Vance. Ethan was a high-powered executive at a renowned financial firm, known for his sharp mind, ruthless efficiency, and relentless pursuit of success. His life was a meticulously crafted masterpiece of ambition and achievement. Yet, beneath the polished veneer, a deep emptiness gnawed at his soul. Ethan's journey to the top had been marked by countless sacrifices. He had severed ties with friends who couldn't keep up with his pace, distanced himself from family who didn't understand his drive, and pushed aside personal happiness in favor of professional triumph. To Ethan, these were the necessary costs of greatness. But as he sat in his corner office, overlooking the city that never slept, he couldn't shake the feeling that something crucial was missing. One crisp autumn evening, Ethan received an invitation to his 20th high school reunion. Initially, he dismissed the idea of attending, seeing it as a waste of time. But an inexplicable urge compelled him to go. Perhaps, he thought, a trip down memory lane might provide a distraction from the relentless grind of his present life. The reunion was held in the grand ballroom of a luxury hotel, filled with faces that had once been familiar but now seemed distant and blurred. As Ethan navigated the crowd, exchanging polite pleasantries and hollow smiles, he felt like a stranger in a world that had moved on without him. Just as he was about to leave, he spotted a woman standing alone by the window, gazing out at the city lights. Her presence was a stark contrast to the bustling crowd around her. Curiosity piqued, Ethan approached her. "Mind if I join you?" he asked, trying to sound casual. The woman turned to him and smiled. "Of course not." "Ethan Vance, right?" Ethan was taken aback. "You remember me?" "How could I forget? You were the star of our class," she replied, her eyes twinkling with a mixture of nostalgia and amusement. "I'm Claire." Recognition dawned on Ethan. Claire Thompson had been the quiet, artistic soul of their class, always sketching in her notebook or lost in a book of poetry. They had never been close, their worlds orbiting different spheres of interests and ambitions. As they talked, Ethan discovered that Claire had become an artist, her work celebrated in galleries around the world. She spoke of her travels, her inspirations, and the joy she found in creating beauty from chaos. Ethan listened, mesmerized by her passion and the serenity that seemed to envelop her. "You're lucky," Ethan said, a hint of envy in his voice. "You found something you love and followed it." Claire looked at him, her gaze piercing yet gentle. "What about you, Ethan? Are you happy with the life you've built?" Ethan hesitated, the question striking a chord deep within him. "I've achieved a lot. I've worked hard to get where I am." "But are you happy?" Claire repeated, her voice soft but insistent. Ethan didn't answer. He couldn't. The truth was, he didn't know the answer anymore. The pursuit of success had consumed him to the point where he had lost sight of what happiness truly meant. Seeing his struggle, Claire offered a suggestion. "Why don't you take a break? Step away from the chaos for a while. Find a place where you can breathe, reflect, and rediscover what truly matters to you." Ethan dismissed the idea initially. His world didn't allow for breaks. But as the days turned into weeks, Claire's words lingered in his mind, like a persistent whisper he couldn't ignore. Finally, unable to shake the feeling that he was at a crossroads, he decided to take her advice. He took a leave of absence from work, packed his bags, and drove to a secluded cabin in the mountains. The cabin was simple, rustic, and surrounded by the tranquil beauty of nature. It was a stark contrast to the fast-paced, high-stress environment he was used to. At first, Ethan felt restless and out of place. He checked his phone obsessively, anxious about the emails and messages piling up. But gradually, The natural rhythm of the wilderness began to soothe his frayed nerves. He spent his days hiking, reading, and simply sitting by the lake, watching the play of light on the water. As the days passed, Ethan began to reconnect with parts of himself he had long forgotten. He remembered his love for painting, a hobby he had abandoned in the pursuit of his career. He found an old sketchbook in the cabin and began to draw again, each stroke of the pencil a step towards reclaiming his lost passion. One evening, as he sat by the fireplace, Ethan reflected on his life. He realized that his relentless drive for success had come at a steep price. He had traded meaningful relationships and personal fulfillment for fleeting moments of triumph. And now, as he stood on the precipice of a new chapter, he understood that true success wasn't measured by titles or accolades, but by the richness of one's experiences and the depth of one's connections. With newfound clarity, Ethan decided to make changes in his life. He returned to the city, not to resume his old ways, but to build a new path. He reconnected with his family, mended broken friendships, and made time for the things that brought him joy. He even started a foundation to support aspiring artists, hoping to inspire others to follow their passions. In the end, Ethan Vance learned that the greatest journey was not the one towards external success, but the one within. He discovered that happiness was not a destination, but a way of living, grounded in authenticity, connection, and the pursuit of one's true passions. And as he embraced this newfound wisdom, he found a sense of peace and fulfillment that no amount of worldly success could ever provide. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you enjoyed, then please like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.